Can I interest anyone in a turn 3 Lysel bomb rare? Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. What do you say we draft a little Baldur's Gate today? I'm genuinely curious here. First of all, we see Uthgard Fury, which is 3 mana for sorcery speed, deal 4, and then your opponents have to play Hearthstone with damage for the rest of the game. I think the best deck in this format, by a long shot, in my opinion, is Red-Black. I've had a ton of success with Red-Black so far in this format. I'm wondering if today we can force it and try to prove once and for all if you can force this deck in this format right now. I really like Craving of whatever this is and Grim Bounty as well. There's a chance Grim Bounty could actually just be better than this, but this is kind of just like your opponent's creatures get killed and then there's still upside left over. I think I'm going to take the Fury here. I almost want to try to force Red-Black today. And if the next pick lets us have enough success with opening another red or black card that's good enough, I think we might try it and see how it goes. Again, do as I say, not as I do. Because I just think Red-Black is the best deck in this format by a long shot, and I think it's still undervalued by the community. And I love winning, so if you let me keep on having the red-black deck, I'm going to keep doing it. But let's see what we have here. So we have a 3-mana 3/2. You can return it to from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Perpetually gets +1/+1. Activate only if you control a 1/1 creature. That's a little weird. I don't know how many 1/1 creatures there really are in this format. Let's see. Two-handed axe. Instant target creature gets double strike until end turn. Decent little combat trick. And then 3 mana and 2 to equip. Whenever equipped creature attacks, double its power until end of turn. That's okay in some aggressive decks. Honestly, this pack is pretty underwhelming, to be honest. I don't even think Vladimir and Godfrey are that good in this format. Like, how many 1/1s are there really even happening? Arcane Archery seems fine. Beetles in some decks. Two-handed axe. Let's see where we can go from here. We're double red cards so far, and I like where we're at. We're just going to stay red here with Dragon's Fire. What exactly is this one? Sorcery, 4 damage target creature or planeswalker. Excess, you get a boom with cast your next creature, perpetually gets +X/+O, where X is the noted number. Well, both of these are quite good, and I do not like passing one of them to give a, what's it called? To give a signal to our neighbor that red might be open, because I don't think it is. We're pretty solidly red so far. I think I might take Dragon's Fire because it's an instant. That's the biggest reason. The fact that this is a sorcery, it can get 1 toughness more, and there's a chance that if you kill a smaller creature, you can get a little bit of a bonus. But the fact that this is an instant is so important. I think I'm just going to take the Dragon's Fire here. And then we see Provocation pick 4. And I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This card goes so late, and I think it's incredibly good. And I'm just going to take it here, because why not, right? Trelasara really isn't much of a thing in this format. Blue cards are irrelevant. Cradle of Baldur Gate has blue in its pip, so we're not going to take it. And Pilgrim's Eye is fine. Wouldn't even mind wheeling a Shadows here, but we're definitely going to take Incessant Provocation. And then see if we can find our way back into Red-Black, if at all possible. Now, the only thing here is that Black does not seem to be particularly open, really at all. There's 2 cards that I don't really want to play too much of. Hook Horror is fine, but not great. But when there's a card as good as Thrakkus or even Underseller Myconid here, we could definitely consider taking either of those right now. Might not be able to force the whole red-black thing because the black is not coming from this direction, but in pack 2 we might be able to find it. Thrakkus has been pretty impressive. It's 5 mana 3/4 trample. Attacks as a 6/4 trample. That's quite good. Myconid's also very good, but this touches red, so that's why I'm going to take this here. And well, it turns out we are probably not going to be able to force red-black this time because black is being cut by our neighbor and their neighbor and their neighbor. So I think we're going to take Kobold Warcaller here. Dread Lenorm is fine. It is a dragon. Maybe for that reason we can kind of like go red-green big stuff. Take the Lenorm and pass on the Warcaller here. I think that seems fine for now, although there's a Sepulchre Ghoul. And there's also a Herd Gorger, but Sepulchre Ghoul and Incessant Provocation is the exact combo I'm looking for in this format. That's really all I want to be doing. And we could take the Herd Gorger, but as long as there's a Ghoul here, I'm going to hedge my bets and take the Ghoul. You meet in a tavern, and Ambitious Dragonborn. It's another dragon. Thrakis, Dreadlenorm, Dragon. I mean, I guess we'll take this. We're not taking any of these. I don't know why there's still a Soldiers of the Watch in this pack. This seems to go pretty late. This card is very good. You meet in tavern, but I'm going to go ahead and take the green card just to hedge there. Here's another green card. Come to the Knoll Camp, Windfall, no thanks. Don't care about that. Paladin, Dragonborn. I guess we'll take another Dragonborn here. Prophetic Prism and Arcane Archery. This card has actually been relatively good. It gets trample, which is good for Dreadlenorm, the Dragonborns, if that's a thing. So I'm going to take that over Prophetic Prism. None of this really matters. Unexpected Allies is a card I haven't really played much of or had played against me, but it seems like it could do some work if we really want it to. Shepherd just to cut green and pass the blue card, and you come to a river. Now let's see what we open in pack 2. We find Will, Pact Bound Duelist. 5 mana 4/4, specialized 2. At ETBs, gain control of target artifact or creature an opponent controls mana 4 less until the end of your next turn, which is this one, I guess. You can also specialize it to sack another creature. So if you have 7 mana, the end of your next turn, I guess that's to the end of, yeah, so next turn, if you go ahead and specialize this, you'll then be able to sacrifice that creature. It's a very, very good card, obviously taking it here. Red Dragon's fine, Thieves' Tool's fine, Hobgoblin Captain, same thing. But we're going to go ahead and take Will and lock us into red. There's another Sepulchre Ghoul here. There's also Belt of Giant Strength. No, that doesn't seem like a good enough. That doesn't really seem like a card. So I think I'm just going to take the Ghoul here. So we have Thrakis. I don't really care about Dragonborn too much. It's just kind of sitting here. We have Dreadlenorm, which is like fine, but honestly, double Sepulchre Ghoul is right where I want to be. I think we're going to be able to fill out our black in this pack, and then in pack 3 we could take red from the other side. That's my guess as to how this is going to go, and then we'll see if by forcing it essentially here. Oh my god, but there's Lysel. This card is so good. There's a gate. We have to find a way to splash this, don't we? Yeah, we have to find a way to splash that. That card, whatever we're doing, this card is just ridiculously good. So we're going to take that here. Black, getting cut. Warriors of Tiamat is fine. Improvised weaponry, no. Acrobatic seems super fun in certain decks, but not ours. Herd Gorger on the top end. There's also Knoll Hunter and Land Druid. We are lacking a little bit of 2-drops, especially if we're going green. We could take Tiamat, but we're not. We kind of already have a bunch of expensive creatures. Maybe black is cut from both sides here. I'm going to take the 2-drop in the event that we do go red-green. Because Sepulchre Ghoul is the only 2 cards we have in black, but they are very good cards in black, especially with the provocation here. But black seems to be very, very cut. Like so much so that we can't even force our way into it. And as I say that, there's a 5th pick Sewer Plague. If we didn't take that, it would be Fireball or Follow the Tracks or Sylvan Shepherd, none of which are really that good. This card is by far and away the best card in the pack. So we're just going to take the Sewer Plague here. And definitely be fine with that. I don't know about the Axe. I'm willing to give it a shot. But yeah, we need to see if we can find some ways to splash too. Some Deadly Disputes, get some Treasure Makers, Kalane, things like that. Genasi Rabble Rouser, pretty good pickup here. We know we're going to be red. There's an Owlbear as well. But we know for 100% certainty we're going to be red, so this gives us another playable. And it's potentially one of the best 2-drops we could find for us right now. Horde Robber's been unimpressive so far this format. So I'm just going to take the Rabble Rouser over the Owlbear here. Like I said, I'm really not even counting these as cards too much. So we kind of have 2 Ghouls and a Sewer Plague versus a Knoll Hunter, maybe an Archery, a Lenormand, and a Butcher. Plus potential to splash this somewhere. Like, why does this card have to have Specialized 1? Like, how is that fair? That's so good. There's the Deadly Dispute I said I wanted, and I think I'm going to take it here. There's no green in this pack, but other than this, and we're not taking that. The only red is this. We're not going to take that. So it's some colorless and some black here. So let's take Deadly Dispute. Sepulchre Ghoul number 3. Vampire Spawn is here. Eldritch Pact is a no. Horde Robber, no. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Spawn, but we're going to take the Ghoul here. Thieves' Tools did come back. It is a Treasure Maker. Can help with splashing that. And I'm fine usually running 1 Thieves' Tools, especially if we have 3 Ghouls here. Jaded Sellsword, like, that's in a pinch if we're desperate. Same with the both of these. Acrobatics came back around. Confronted by Robbers. So white seems to be pretty open in this draft as well. But I think we are kind of set down our path here. We've got here Vampire Spawn, Shambling Ghast, Cobalt Warcaller. That's kind of what I'm looking at. Hippogriff would be good. I mean, if we're going white, but I think white is just kind of sail this past. I'm going to take the Ghast here. It's a Treasure Maker. It works very, very well with Sepulchre Ghoul, and it can help us splash Lysel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Lysel? All right, so there's Rasad, which is the best performing uncommon in the entire set here. But I don't think we can take it when there's another Provocation and already having 3 Ghouls. So I'm going to take the Provocation. Hopefully we will Shambling Ghast, but I doubt it. And we're going to have to pass up on Rasad for this seat here. Well, there's a Minthara and a Tiefling Outcast. 1 mana, 1/1 double team. And they kind of give some things +1/+0. I don't think that's what we're looking for. Minthara is insane. It's kind of confusing. 4 mana, 2/4. Kind of every time something leaves the battlefield on your side, its intensity increases and your creatures get +X/+0, where that's the intensity. And I think that's what we're going to take and see if we can find some fixing here. There's Grim Bounty, another Treasure Maker. There's another Ghoul. There's also Craving of Yinoghu. Craving. There's Craving. I would not mind having both of these and a Grim Bounty, but I think we need the Grim Bounty here. We're a little light on removal. I don't think we need a 4th Sepulchre Ghoul. And I do like this card. It's been pretty good from my opponent's side. I've yet to play it. But I'm going to take the Grim Bounty here. Now we see another Provocation, so we're going to snap that one up. 3 Ghouls, 3 Provocations. Yes, please. Thrakkus number 2 could be good, but I think the green dream has sailed. So let's take Provocation here. Wouldn't mind wheeling an Imp. But yeah, we're at 18 playables. We have a couple more in the sideboard if we need to put some more in there, but we also have another 9 picks left in this one. Although this one doesn't really wield anything for us. We just have you find some prisoners. So we're going to take that, put it right into the sideboard. And we did not really end up with what I would consider a great version of red-black here today. But I soft forced it. And if this deck still goes 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, or God forbid gets the trophy, I mean, what more proof do you need to know that red-black's the best? Right? It's just all commons except for Will, and if we're able to splash these 2 white cards. Everything else in here is a common. And then the Fury, I guess, is a rare. So it's very common built around. What do you do? Man, that seems really good, but we just don't have the fixing for this. I mean, I'm going to take it because there's nothing else. I'm not going to play a Lantern. It is fixing. I mean, maybe we play the Lantern? Yeah, I'm just going to take the Lantern here because it does fix for the 2 we already have. That card was very good though. I don't want another two-handed axe. Bronze Walrus is fixing. Young Red Dragon, haven't been super impressed by, although it is fixing. Spiked Pit Trap is removal. Let's take the Walrus here to try to play 2 of the best cards in our pile. Warcaller giving things like Will or Minthara or Lizelle. Haste could be pretty good. So I'm going to take that here. Spiked Pit Trap could be playable for us. Nothing here. We already have one of these. I don't think we'll take that combat trick or play that combat trick. I mean, the Imp Wield, not bad. And here we have 23 cards. So this is obviously not a 10 out of 10 red-black deck like Friday was. If you haven't seen that video, go check that one out. That was that was intense. But I mean, this is like a 6 out of 10 red-black deck, I would say. And we're going to see how it performs. Because if it performs well, I mean, that's what we're here for, right? This could just be the deck, to be honest. What else could we have? We have 11 creatures, which is not great. So we could put like a Jaded Sellsword or even an Iron Golem in there. I mean, everything in the pile seems okay. I'm not really a big fan of the Warcaller only having 10 other creatures. So I guess we could try out Iron Golem. This card has gotten some buzz online for being decent. The only thing we're going to have here is Sepulchre Ghoul giving it first strike. Would get double team as well. But we have 11 creatures, which is a little bit low. But we've got some power here, for sure. We have the Steel and Sack combo. We have a couple pieces of removal. We're a little bit light on 2-drops and things, but Shambling Ghast and Rabble Rouser will go long. We'll go far in that respect. Lantern will help us fix. We don't need all of that, I don't think. I'm probably going to go up here. I think 17 lands is fine. Because we do have to make sure we find our colors. And probably just going to regret that instantly. But let's try this one out and see how well it does in the queue. I know I didn't show or tell you at the top of the draft here, but again, if you're unfamiliar with exactly what's going on here, you can go ahead and click the video that I posted a couple weeks ago, or a week or two ago, about all of the goings on in this set as far as what cards are in there, all the mechanics, everything like that. And that should get you up to speed. If I remember, I'll put a card in the upper right-hand corner prior to the start of this match. But if not, you can go ahead and check that out on my channel. All right. Pretty easy Sepulchre Ghoul here. Reckless Barbarian. They're going to Dragon's Fire away the Sepulchre Ghoul by sacrificing it. They're thinking about it. They will do no such thing. And so if we go to attack and then give this double strike and then they Dragon's Fire this in response, we don't get access to the equipment. So I'm just going to play the equipment and then they're probably going to kill the ghoul here. But there's really not much we can do about that. They do have the ability to drop a 5-drop this next turn if they want to, which is kind of scary. Okay, there's the removal. I think I'm just going to hold up Dragon's Fire here. I might just fire it off on the Barbarian mid-combat, but we'll see what they use this mana for. Go ahead and wait till end step here, see what we can fire this off on. Another one. Okay. Alright, well. Let's use our mana here. I know they're probably going to sacrifice it, but as long as they don't have ways to use that mana at instant speed. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead. This is why I hate running 17 lands, but I think we kind of need to. Quit playing a bunch of creatures I don't want to kill. I mean, is it worth going down to 16 after this? I know that's results-oriented thinking because we've drawn 8. 8 in our top 12, but I mean, what you gonna do? Hexproof until your next turn. Well, I hate that because we can't... Oh wait, hexproof until end of turn. Alright. And what if we did Lantern followed by Fury here? Probably worth upkeep Lantern because we have still 4 mana left over after that. And we need to find an answer to a 7/6. Let's do this here. Yep. Can't really keep that one. Not that that's any better. Okay, go ahead. Okay. And that'll probably do it, I think. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands in our top 16 cards. So we played this game with 5 cards. And 3 of them did nothing. So, I mean, what do you want from me? Looks like we're going down to 16. Before we hop into the next game here, I wanted to remind you that a subscription to the channel is always greatly appreciated. I mean, hey, if you made it this far in the video, clearly you're enjoying something, so giving back in even such a small way as a subscription or even a like on the video will go a long way for the growth of the channel and my ability to produce more high quality content for you all. It's absolutely free and will never cost you a dime, and then you'll have access to the most consistent high quality MTG Limited content on YouTube. Thanks so much for your consideration, and now back to the draft. Well, isn't this awkward? We have both planes, and we have a double red card. We do get a treasure off of Thieves' Tools, though, so I guess I'm keeping it. Alright, well that helps out a lot. What do you do? First strike, reach. Whenever it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it for each equipment, and then remove all 1/1 counters. Deals X damage to target attacker and blocking creature and opponent controls. X number of counters removed. Okay. Seems out of place in this set. Okay, take 2. There's an iron golem. I guess we can do this and then still played Fury off of it, but then we strand Bounty in our hand, which I don't like to do. It does get Thieves' Tool onto the battlefield. Well, stranding Bounty's not the end of the world because we can use our mana to kill something with Spiked Pit Trap. So, why don't we do this? Uh-oh. They have priority here. They're going to have Pegasus to give that indestructible. So that's not good. Close enough, I guess. Till end of turn, right? Yeah. So we're going to have to take it from a 5/3. Okay. Okay, so this tells me they don't have a combat trick because they're not attacking with this. This does have reach, so we can't do that. Alright, conjure card name Naturalize. Well, that's nice for them. Get to kill probably the they're going to kill the Pit Trap. Fair, I guess. I think I'm going to keep this so I can cast Thieves' Tools and then sacrifice the Thieves' Tools using Deadly Dispute. Or we can just like block sack on the golem or something like that. Let's play Thieves' Tools. We can cast this off of Treasure. Play a land. And then we have to pass. I think I'm going to go ahead and block sack here. Don't need that. We're getting a treasure off of Thieves' Tools, so I don't think we need that either. Ugh. Okay. Till the end of your next turn. Mana value 4 or less. Darn. So we can't steal the Ranger Squadron. I would have very much liked to do that. I don't want them to get another one. We do get a treasure off of this, so we can cast the Shambling Ghast, and then I really would like to kill this almost immediately. I know Will can steal, like, the Iron Golem. But if they get another one and then just cast it, then we're going to die to a flyer very, very quickly. So I think we have to do this. We can cast the Shambling Ghast here. And then no attacks. I might block sack on the golem again. Just to prevent the 5 damage, because we can steal it. Get the treasure and then we can specialize it next turn. Well, I guess there's no need to sack it here. Because the damage will stay marked on it because of Fury. So let's just pass that. Oh, that was dumb, because now it's going to stay marked. Well, we're gonna kill it with Will anyway. More than likely. Gosh. Come on. We'll play Will here. Gonna steal the Iron Golem. Can hold up Dragon's Fire. It has to block, so we can Dragon's Fire away the Herd Gorger when blocking if they choose to attack here. Okay, well we have to block, so... Alright, well I guess that means we're just going to go ahead and kill it. That way they don't get the Dreadlenorm on the other side either. Okay. Unfortunately, this doesn't work with Specialize. This is like the only card in our deck, I guess, that wouldn't work with Specialize. So we're going to go ahead and attack with Iron Golem because we have to. And then we're going to sacrifice it to Sepulchre Ghoul. Okay, they take 5. We play Walrus Boy. Get rid of that. Sewer Plague seems fine. And we'll go ahead and sack that there. Well, I guess may as well equip that, because why not? Don't care about this thing too much. We can get its toughness down to 4, and then Sewer Plague can essentially kind of make it irrelevant. Probably going to cast this on my turn so we get an extra end step activation. Or an end step trigger from Sewer Plague here. Yeah, I mean, I guess that has to happen then, doesn't it? Yeah, so that becomes a treasure. Go ahead and knock that thing down. It's going to be a 4-1 on their turn, so I will not be blocking with it. May as well attack. And then it'll die on our turn. Isn't that nice? Alright, so we'll do this. And then we can sacrifice this treasure at instant speed to give both of our creatures +1/+1. But I don't know if that's going to be good enough. We have to block. So we're going to have to get a little creative here. They've had a couple of really nice top decks. Sure, they can specialize here too now. Oh, gives it lifelink now too. Must be nice. All right, well, I guess we have to get rid of this thing, don't we? So they're going to go to kill the ghoul here. They're going to go back up to 20. Guess we're playing that. Gotta fade a couple of draw steps here from them. We have yet to do that successfully. They did not draw a land either, so it must be nice. Okay. So we have 6 plus 5 is 11. Sacrifice this, we put them down to deal 14, put them to 3. I can't find a way to die on the backswing. So I guess we attack with everything. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that. Go to damage. Kill the owlbear. And cross our fingers. Trelisara, okay. And Basilisk. That does save them. For now. That doesn't save us. Unfortunately, Minthara is preventing us from having lethal here with Thieves' Tools. Because this can only be can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. And then we could attack, sacrifice Minthara, and then win. So that's unfortunate. I swear they have had 8 draw steps in a row that have not been a plains. And the only one that was a land, they were able to specialize with. What do you do? Specialize 3. Okay. Seek a land card with a basic type. Okay. And now they can instantly specialize it, so must be nice. They drew their mythic rare off the top. This is ridiculous, man. Doesn't really do it because they don't get trample. And then we're dead if they attack out here? Oh, and then it can just keep coming back and forth every single time. Jesus. Must be nice to have not drawn a single land in the last 7 turns of the game here. Can't really attack, otherwise we die on the backswing. So, go ahead. Just gotta hope that they don't go for it, because if they do, and we do have removal in hand, then we could kill them on the backswing. Alright, so pass to blockers here. Block here, we can give it double strike. Okay, back to the battlefield. Every single land they have drawn, they've been able to do this. So flying and lifelink. So now we die next turn unless we draw something that isn't that. Boy, Thieves' Tools and Minthara. Kind of a nombo here. No way we can give this haste, is there? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate there. Okay, we have these tools to be able to possibly ramp into Lizelle on turn 3 if we draw a land. So I'm keeping this. Probably playing Thieves' Tools on 2 so we can ramp into one of these. I know we have the Ghoul Provocation combo here, but getting this down early is very good. So let's play tools here and hope we draw a land. Hobgoblin Captain. There's the land. I think now we just kind of have to do this. What is this? ETBs, you get a boon, and next creature without flying perpetually gains flying. That's pretty good. We can specialize this into double strike 3/6. When ETBs are specialized, create 2 1/1s by discarding the land. That does nothing. This is pretty good, but I don't want to discard Minthara to do that. So let's do this one. Discard the land here. Get 2 1/1s. Thieves' Tools can make this unblockable at some point too, so that's quite the combo. And then we'll play Ghoul here. Okay. Dragon's Fire, not a bad draw. I don't really want to go to equip necessarily. I have a feeling they have a way to blink this. But if we do this and this, sacrifice one of the 1/1s. They could have just have Dragon's Fire to kill the Ghoul as well, so maybe that's not exactly what we want to be doing. Let's do this. We have Dragon's Fire as backup if things go wrong here. Okay. Play the Shambling Ghast, and I'm just going to hold up Dragon's Fire here. Fine with that. Okay, so they can give that one flying. What we can do is Dragon's Fire this, sacrifice this, give that -1/-1, and the next turn if we draw a land, we just steal Minthara. That way they don't get all these triggers here. So what I'm going to do is start with that. Then I'm going to sacrifice here. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and kill their goblin rather than get the treasure. I don't think we need the treasure too much to win this game. Well, so they have something here. It could be the Ghoul, but I mean, they have to do something about this pretty quickly. So we're just going to attack with everything. If they block the Ghoul, we're going to sacrifice a 1/1. They're going to kill the Ghoul, but they're going to have to take 7. And then we have Provocation next turn because Walrus is going to give us 1 mana of any color. My guess is they're going to have a way to kill this Ghoul right now. Right now they're dead if they don't do anything. So I guess it's better. Well, if we sacrifice this, they kill the Ghoul, they're both dead, they take 7. If we let it go through, the Ghoul dies, they kill one of these, and then they take 7. So either way, I mean, they could have had many things there that could have kind of thrown a wrench in our plan. I was trying to think them out, but I guess they were just like, nah, I don't really have anything. So at least got that first win. All right, so we're on the play. We have removal. We have something that cares about having creatures on the battlefield and 2 ways to steal creatures and no creatures to cast. I don't think we can quite keep that one. And now we have all cards we can't cast. Oh, man. This does give us a treasure at the very least, so I guess I'm going to put that back. And then keep nothing but 4 drops. Have them play a Shambling Ghast on 1. And then do everything else as well. There's another 4 drop. This could be a quick one, folks. Okay. Land. It is a land, not quite the one I wanted, but... See if Iron Golem dies here. Oh. Okay. I guess we're trading Iron Golem for Iron Golem. Okay. Can't do that. No blocks. Don't think it's risk worth Okay, well they got to cast theirs first, so it looks like this game will be over quickly. Because even if we can target that, they get to blink it, so. We can't even get the treasure off it, we have to kill something like this to get a treasure. Alright. Bit unfortunate there. We kept a sketchy hand. We already had to mulligan. I wasn't going to 5, so... Yep. That won't do the trick. Alright, they get a 3-2. And they chose not to specialize Lysel. Their hand must be loaded. Alright, well I guess we're doing this then. So we can seek a non-land card, or we can get rid of Deadly Dispute to return a Sepulchre Ghoul. Or we could just like cast Deadly Dispute on Imp or something. I'd kind of like to cast the Deadly Dispute. Alright, there's Unicorn. Definitely doing this. And I don't think they're going to have the combat trick to pump this past this. So I have to take 4 this way. I guess that's good enough, right? We're drawing 2 here, so... Okay, we go to 5. This is tough here. I would like to Dragon's Fire that. We could play Minthara and Dragon's Fire that. Okay. That might do it. In fact, it will, because they can just equip and then specialize here. So. Alright. Well. I don't know. Don't look now. Oh, that's right. They get a blanket. Okay. Forgot about that. And it comes back untapped, so that'll definitely do it. Alright, well, looks like you can't quite force red-black as well as I originally would have wanted us to, but we got pretty shafted with some of those draws there. And some of the drawing those things out of order, playing against a turn 3 Lysel on their turn. The only game we won is when we played Lysel on turn 3 as well, so couldn't quite get there in this one, but we're still having a good amount of success in this format, and aggro is king, so thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.